Hello, hello. We're gonna get started soon. I'm just gonna double check the audio. And find something I was looking for. Yeah, I think the audio levels are alright. Might turn the game down a bit. Okay. Guess I might find that later. But let's see about getting started. Just a couple more minutes here. Alrighty. Let us get started. Let's welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds. And forgive me if I kind of pause for a few minutes. I'm still going to kind of double check, make sure the audio's running correctly. It should. But I realized that the engine, something about how my computer runs Monster Hunter and Dragon's Dogma 2 specifically can cause like an audio glitch for some reason when I'm streaming. Not just streaming, also in Discord. That's kind of what gave it away for me. So things seem good. Gonna hope that doesn't pop up again. I don't know what it is with these games that happens, but we'll go on through. And yes, welcome. As you can see, have a couple of new things, couple of different stuff. I have not got a chance to even touch the game since the title update. At this point, I think a lot of y'all have probably already engaged with it a good amount. But my plan is to go over some of the stuff some build talk, and do some of those new hunts. Very specifically, want to be able to get some equipment to give us Bubbly Dance, and hopefully be able to show that off today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to start an online single player. If anybody hops in chat and would want to join, I can always open up the Clover's room. I just want to try to reduce what could go wrong as far as running this game at the moment, just because I don't run any mods, but I've heard people talk about issues with the title update causing some new and fun crashes.
Do you have a moment? Werner said he wants to talk to you.
Okay.
He said he needs you in Suja. It's urgent.
Okay, so Verno wants to talk to us in Suja. That's probably the title update stuff. Okay, we got some new login bonuses. I kind of hope that's like a new constant thing. There's a bunch of things to claim I want to worry about later.
Why don't we go pay her a visit?
Or I missed whatever Alma just said about paying somebody a visit. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. Since I last streamed, I have gone through. Actually, who's this guy? Is this? Oh, okay, just a random hunter. Anyway, I've played a lot more. Galmar, and actually, before we do anything else, let's see. I want to go loadouts. I don't remember if the load that I have is saved on either of these. As you can see, I need to name some of these and we can go over some of this stuff, but I did want to go to the training hall to start as we kind of talk about some stuff. That's not the map. Oh wait, hold on. Let's talk to Pista first. Like support, let's view completed limited items. Okay, that's neat. DLC. Let's recommend. Oh, this is just. Okay, I mean, I don't really care. Oh, just that too. I do care about this. Ah, but Steam. Okay, I'll do this later. I didn't know that I checked the Steam store before I actually launched the game. It's kind of annoying, but this is so important. At least we have Prance. Also, I want to change Sprig's outfit. I do like that he's like on a little tube basically, with a floating orb. Or we'll change it later, but I do kind of like that. But you can have a cuter outfit for sure. Also, Nana, do you have any? Let's see.
Somebody wants to make a trade.
Oh, just Vespoid shells. We only have a few of those though. We might as well get the shells. It makes it easier to stock up on them. I'll take some more fluffy eggs. Just do a quick check. No, I don't need the ore that badly. There's so many things that the game is like, don't you want to trade for all these items you definitely don't have a lot of? It's like, I'm sorry to tell you how much I've been just grinding some stuff. But yeah, I really don't need some of these items. But I will take the cooking stuff. The cooking stuff is so important. Also, like things like the herbivore shells. It's technically easy to get, I just don't want to have to deal with it. So I think you could trade for a plate. I didn't actually know about that. Wish we had some pure fulgurite though for this. That's, yeah, I do need that for... at this point, I guess it's more needing something that's for the aesthetic. I don't think the piece I'm thinking of has an ability that I particularly want or need, but
the people from Azuz told me to tell you
okay.
they said hello.
For real, no, don't care about you as a heart assistant. Okay, for real though, let us go to the training area, and I can go over just some build stuff. I just thought it'd be fun to get to run through some stuff that people haven't been talking about, or at the least, I feel like I haven't seen people thinking through so much. And then I'm going to talk more about what I'm going for dual blade specifically, but this can be good for sword and shield and some other faceting weapons, and go from there. See, to start, I'm going to go to Foray and showcase this. So, or actually, I guess first I want to do not Foray, huh? Change equipment, okay. Let us just unequip. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Unequip all of our stuff. So, and I'll explain what it is that I'm looking for. Let's unequip everything. So it's just the weapons, critical status up, poison duration up, and power prolonger for the Rumpo Hacker. So, first off, I've seen a lot of conversation online about certain skills and effects and kind of like what damages can be most beneficial. And I do plan on doing some earnest attempts at speedrunning some of the new like challenges they've introduced. But before getting to that, I actually do want to introduce some ideas I feel like, again, I haven't seen people talk about. And the first is poison. So, the main thing with poison is... Oh, that's the right one. Let's see, I just need to get this to be poison. So you see, I'm doing solid 39s on the damage that aren't like critical hits. 31, 39 damage. That's pretty good. And just to be clear, it is controlled. As you can see, the sword and shield like this that can hit for more. And then there you go, taking 15 damage per second. which is not bad. Okay, 15 damage per second is not bad. You're not getting as much damage in as some other things. But just looking at that, okay, the 31, 39, you know, this is pretty good damage. So just focusing on the fact that on its own, if there was nothing else built up of that, that's not bad on its own. Which is kind of a trend across the board with weapons, which I really want to emphasize that later. But with 4A, maxed out 4A, I just want to show off what this looks like. Because again, I feel like that's not really... Oh, yeah, I hit the wrong button. So how about you don't play for a while. So we're getting those 31s, those 39s. And again, I just want to get them in a poison status, like for that kitty to be showing that constant damage. Kind of showcase the example of the, I guess, alternative that we're looking for. There we go. Okay, they're in the statuses. So we're getting, instead of 31s to 39s, we are getting like 34s to like 43s, 42s. So that might not sound too drastic. That's like about like a, I would say generally like a 5 damage boost. But when you look at how much damage you're actually dealing with this weapon type, if you actually hit that 5 damage boost with the poison prolonger, with what I think is going overlooked by many, is how long and how often the poison can be afflicted to the monsters in this game. Like, monsters technically get a little resistant to effects every time they're applied to them, but the rate in which they are able to be reapplied is way more generous in this game. 4A as a skill for faster weapons can really speed up hunts, can really do a lot, especially if you're doing, again, consistent damage. So my focus was most on Sword and Shield and Dual Sword. I did, however, play around a bit with Longsword. And again, like, when it comes to like doing it, I'm also, I'm gonna admit, not the best when it comes to being like a longsword player. But like, you know, you're going from doing like, again, I would say like a good amount of, oh, I forgot the focus to do this. Man, it's been a minute since I played that. You're going from doing the like consecutive, like all those consecutive hits, you know, going up by, again, like we're talking like 3 to 5 points. It builds up fast. In any case, I'm not trying to convince you of that any further. I just want to point out, I feel like 4A poison is something that, and as long as you're hitting fast enough, and by fast enough, I also want to point out, let's see. Give me this poison hammer. So, I have not tested out with all the weapons, obviously. Oh, did not mean to call you Bibbidi, sorry. But let's see if I can get this active. Let's see. And oh, that's a whole different stuff. Okay, he's affected by poison. So we're getting, or I think this also might be partially because of stun effects, but you know, again, we're getting, yeah, okay. So 50, okay, the 200. Basically, the effect, the amount that this is getting extended by with 4A active is helping a lot. A lot of the smacking is because I forgot to turn up the difficulty rating of the target, and also coming from like bludgeoner and stuff. Hammer's also just really good, but wanted to point that out is, as you can see, hammers hit pretty quickly, and that poison gets at him pretty quickly. So, you know, when I say fast weapons, I don't want you to think that I'm only talking about weapons that people traditionally think is fast. In this game, I found a lot of weapons work a lot faster. There's only a few weapons that I feel like do not get the most out of it. Again, from minimal experience, I have not done a lot of, I'm not going to say I have not done tested all the weapons, but I feel like in terms of things that seem to not get as much benefit, from my own experiences would be Switch Axe, Great Sword, Hunting Horn, and maybe Charge Blade. Depends on how you play Charge Blade. I feel like that's a little bit more of a flex weapon depending on how you go into it. But like, even the Gunlance and Lance players, using poison buildup, especially Lance, honestly, very powerful, very good. If you're looking for something that's going to help you hunt a little bit better, take things down a little bit more, focus on Foray, focus on poison, and then for Foray again, the Brina headgear, like this, what I have right now, I would generally recommend. The gems that I have in are largely to try to kind of offset weaknesses and just give me a little bit of a boost. They're not specifically to get exactly what I'm looking for, exactly what I need from this, and so the main skills, the main thing to get Foray, again, and also gloves that can be a little more flexible, is the helmet in the chest, the waist, and the greaves. And so you really just gotta get, high rank, Rathian, head, and that stuff. So that's all pretty good. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna give ratings to this. I feel like the quick dodge, what you're looking at now, I kind of did like a quick dodge thing, sort of like something that gives you better dodge, and I sort of like, this is a proper A sort of set. I feel like that's like, it's good. It's pretty good. You can get out of the way really easily. The 2 bursts is pretty good. And as you can see from what the sets are, like what I used to build it rather, you get in high rank, you can get pretty early in high rank, and you can ride out high rank in quick dodge or this Foray set. And again, the Foray, the weapons, do whatever weapons you got and want. They don't have to be these weapons. I was just mainly testing those until, except for the Queen Rapier, actually I just recently upgraded that one, but it was the one before it that I was using. I was also trying to do a mix of Foray and Flare, because Flare describes itself in here. Let's go ahead and equip this, and then let me see if I can. Yeah, so Flare describes itself as making it easier to inflict wounds upon inflicting enough damage, also deals additional non-elemental damage. And you can see from the level ups that at level 5, like 4 and 5, makes it like much and significantly easier to inflict the wounds, and it deals even more non-additional damage. Now, with how important wound build-up is in this game, you'd think that this would be an amazing thing. I made this set. I made a more pure Flare set that I was calling the Woundmaker. Or was this the Woundmaker? Yeah, Flare 3, Flare 4 for the Salty, 1 and 2 fails. I was really trying to see. I feel like these sets are just failures of sets. And I'm gonna equip this just to kind of talk about it as I do it. I don't know if we'll really get to showcase it. I will say, I do like the look of it. I do like the Ardean weapons. I love how this looks. I wish they were better. So, first off, being able to deal the damage. The numbers are available online. I couldn't re-find the Reddit post that I had found that was really helpful, because I made this set. I made a bunch of different Flare sets, was testing them out, and I was a little confused. I felt like for what it was describing, I wasn't really seeing the extra damage, and I was seeing more wounds, but I couldn't tell if that was just because of how I was playing or because of like the set. So I did a bunch of tests that literally were just me hitting this again and again and again in different ways, looking at the damage scores. Like earlier when you saw me, I was doing this for things. I was just doing this. I was just like, okay, just count how many times. Okay, cool. Took that many times. Did this, and again, let's see, where's the training settings? And let's bring the star level. Oh, yeah, apply changes to max. Okay. And I was just like counting, like, okay, how many like hits does it take? Okay, cool. So wounds applied there, but I'm losing any extra damage. Okay, how many hits until it becomes something I can like target? Okay, cool. I can do that, and then just testing it like again and again and again like that, just like going on about that. And essentially, what I found was with Flare level 3, 4, or 5. You essentially shave off one hit. So like if I were to unequip this armor, I would expect that it would take me one additional hit to inflict the wound. And not just this. Not to this. But to one more hit, I think. Yeah, to this. To get to this level of wound, it would just be one more hit without this flare status. Now, that kinda sucks. Not gonna lie. We can actually test this right now. Hold on, let me actually just confirm. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that seems consistent. I just want to make sure the update didn't change anything. So 8 hits to get there. Let's use equipment. Not already in sword. We gotta keep everything else consistent. But let me do this. So it took us 8 hits to get to that wound status. Now, let us come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not even actually 8. So again, it makes it easier. It's apparently not even as consistent as it was testing before the update. I don't know if that's just bad at my counting, but as you can see, does it make it easier to flay? I certainly don't have Flare on. I don't think it's really helping much at all. But that damage, though, you think, you know, it's just as a damage boost when you cause cause it. But as you see, when I was doing the slashing, there was no point that I caught, and I really doubt you'd see it, that the effect was going on. That more damage was happening. That's because that extra damage only happens not right now. So like not right now where the wound is basically like on cooldown. Not here when this gets afflicted. It's specifically, let's see, whenever these refreshes, I can kind of, or basically when the wound's first afflicted. Yes, okay, so you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right there. If I had Flare active, there's a 1 in 3 chance, a 33% chance of there being a burst of raw damage. Again, that kind of sucks. It's also move dependent. That's the thing that I actually didn't know about, where I was getting a lot of inconsistencies, because with dual blades, I was able to see it happen with a lot of practice, happen a lot more with Sword and Shield, with certain things it happen a lot more, but for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why Longsword, which I thought would have benefited from Flare a lot, why I couldn't get it to activate, or like what was going on with the damage numbers, and it was because some of the best Longsword moves to use for mobility and hunts, in my opinion, it can't activate that extra damage boost. So the only weapon that has the most free amount of moves to use to get that additional damage boost is Greatsword, which isn't nothing, but most other damage skills are actually going to deal the damage better than Flare, unfortunately. So like that one burst of damage there for the wound, Blast would probably get you there sooner in terms of how much extra damage you're dealing. Again, I haven't tested it since the update. Maybe they've changed some things, but as you can see from how I was testing just now, I don't know, it's just not that great of a skill, unfortunately. Flare, I really hoped they would have reworked it for this title update. I still hope that they change it overall. It's very unfortunate, but all that being said, again, for getting through high rank, something general kind of quick dodging is good if you want to play fast and loose with your movements. Foray is a solid build because focusing on Foray and then pairing up things like Weakness Exploit and Part Breaker would be good. If you just want to do Weakness Exploit and Part Breaker too, like that would also be pretty solid if you want to focus on those. I would say those kinds of high damaging skills will also be good because, and this is the other thing, with my testing, the wounds get afflicted in part based on how much damage you're dealing. How do you deal more damage is literally just have your weapon deal more damage. And while I was testing, I found sometimes the easiest way to get that damage in to basically take down a hit or two, sometimes 3 hits, of inflicting those wounds wasn't to have Flare, but to change your weapon sharpness, or what the game was calculating as weapon sharpness. So, for instance, for some examples, for Sword and Shield, before this was the Queen Rapier, changing it from having blue sharpness to white sharpness, you know, I guess I could wear it down. That's going to be a while. I'm not going to do that anyway. But like blue sharpness to white sharpness, there'd be like a 2-hit difference in white sharpness. So just changing the sharpness reduces by 2 hits. You're going to deal more damage anyway, and you're going to get those wounds faster. So weapon sharpness is better than flare. For the hammer, having the, let me re-equip this and check whatever that, the blunt jewel. Having a blunt jewel equipped, suddenly having yellow sharpness with the blunt jewel equipped, you're making wounds much more easily than you would be normally. Like, you know, those just dealing more damage is a better modifier for inflicting wounds. So my advice would be, if you want to try to make a set to get the most wounds inflicted as possible, you really want to focus on trying to deal the most amount of damage per hit to precise locations, which also means in some cases getting used to playing like this. I got really good at being able to just sort of manually dodge and walk around monsters like this, which honestly I would recommend testing out a little bit. I personally find it to be a very useful skill to just kind of get used to doing, but yeah, I mean, that's what I would recommend if you want to do the wounds. Some other sets, though, and I guess one thing I specifically want to mention, because I heard people talk about it, I knew how good it was, but Burst. So these are sets that I would not say are, what am I looking for? This is not, like, these are not sets I'm looking for like, this is going to get you through high rank necessarily. These are sets that I was just messing around with. Okay, this is mostly Ardean stuff. I think this was still for a Part Breaker, which, that was the other thing. Pairing Foray with Part Breaker, or the self-improvement skill is actually really good if it's going to be a longer hunt. But Burst, if I can, is this, I just saved, which one did I just save? I want to say I just saved it here. Yeah. I didn't realize I had already started up on another loadout here, which I think was like the same thing. Yeah, let me just delete this one. Because I already got this here, I think. But for this set, we'll kind of go over real quick. Change equipment. The Guardian, Ebony Helm, Ebony Mail, Shubu Vambraces, Ebony Coil, and Kamishu's Greaves with being able to make an Evasion Charm. This is all technically possible before you finish high rank. However, this is admittedly dependent on jewels, like this kind of set, or decorations. You know, the Refresh Jewel not so much, but having the earplugs, having the Destroyer Jewel, or jewels rather, is pretty much what kind of brings a set together, along with having the ice resistance to sort of bring that resistance a little bit more equilibrium. As you can see, our water resistance is awful. The focus there is just to, I personally find it easier to avoid water damage attacks anyway, and to use meals that'll help with the resistances. But for being able to get blast damage in fast, burst active, you know, actually let me wait for burst to reset. I want to be able to kind of showcase it before and after what somebody says. Okay, burst wore off. 1829, 1823. Burst is active. 1924, 1924, 2430. And as you can see, just from it, with something like Sword and Shield, Dual Blades, again, if you're hitting consistently, you're hitting fast, you're like, oh, burst, that's not a big deal. That's like 1 to 2 points of damage at most. You know, it's not always. It's a little bit of a could be a bit more, but again, hitting fast, hitting consistent. You're guaranteed 1 to 2 points beyond what you can hit. That is, again, reducing the amount of time it takes you to be able to wound. That is being able to inflict more damage faster. That is also impacting the buildup of things like being able to get that blast in sooner. none of which require you to, like, all of which are skills basically deal more damage. You know, again, burst, very good. That move right there, burst applies to that. So, like, you know, you're going to be dealing more damage overall. Every little bit hit counts. Burst is pretty great, is what I'm saying. So, what I would say is, for my advice to anybody who's currently in high rank, who's playing the title update, is maybe having some trouble in some of the hunts. Be willing to rely on poison, be willing to rely on foray and a kind of nice defensive build, but also be willing to experiment with things like burst, part breaker, and weakness exploit specifically, as means of being able to get in a lot of damage much faster over maybe some of the newer stuff. And I will also say, paralysis and sleep are both pretty good, and paralysis in particular is very, very good. But if you often find yourself in hunts where in the midst of a fight and paralysis happens and you're thinking to yourself, man, I wish I could take a moment to go heal up or eat something, but like I don't want to waste this damage opportunity. I only have like so long, and maybe it's like the third time that the monster's been paralyzed, so you know that timer is going to go down much faster. And you're just like, okay, I just gotta get the damage, and I gotta get that damage, and maybe try sleep. And maybe even try having sleep up with you so you can switch between the two, because it's very helpful to be able to create moments of rest for yourself. If you can put the monster to sleep in the midst of the hunt, that could be a good time to use like an explosive barrel or something, sure. It's also a moment that you can step away, sharpen your weapon, eat a meal, you know, kind of like let yourself get recuperated before reinitiating the hunt, essentially, with the monster. So, a couple of tips, couple of builds to go over. And with that, I want to go back out here and let us see about investigating some of these other hunts, because the main thing, and let me go to Gemma's her name, and let us talk with her so I can explain as my game decides to load in super slowly. Hello PS2 Gemma. I'd like to manage my equipment.
What are we
I
making
don't
today?
think I've forged it yet. I got to the point where I was going to, and then the Arkfeld stuff, Gore stuff. Here we go. I was kind of waiting to see what else could be added to the title update, but the coalescence skill is what we're looking at today. So, what I want to specifically point out, and the kind of things that I had talked about on Link Blue Sky, and why I want to play the title update stuff today, and generally work towards getting this kind of build, is for coalescence. And the main thing is that coalescence, the dream is to have coalescence, dream, and bubbly dance. And that is because that this activates after you recover from a blight or abnormal status. When it activates, at level 3, you have a large boost to elemental damage and status build-ups. So, if you have, let's say, a blast weapon, or poison or paralysis, like something that you're going to want to, or even just again elemental damage like water. Water again softens up hard parts of monsters, helps part breaking more easily, helps you break parts more easily. Breaking parts also is something that's going to help you get more spots for wounding and that kind of thing. So all that being said, so coalescence, that activates you recover from a blight. Bubbly dance activates when you dodge, or historically, when you dodge, you get bubbly dance. You get the bubble blight applied to you. However, with bubbly dance, when the bubble blight's applied to you, it actually makes your dodge extended. You have an extended window of dodge and extended distance of dodge with bubbly dance. Makes it easier to dodge, harder for you to hit, easier for you to make that speed, and that actually is, at least in previous games, was additive to evade extender, things like that, so you could really get some long distance with that. Very good for dual blades, very good for sword and shield. I would say it would be good for hammer as well, and even like some other weapons too, especially for that like kind of extended distance, be able to close the distance in for a big attack. I personally think is really helpful. But it only lasts a few seconds. After a few seconds, you recover from the bubble bite, but then Coalescence kicks in, and now your weapon's dealing more damage. And so you can see where I'm going with this, of having this Coalescence Bubbly Dance build up. That's going to be this feedback loop of you are dodging attacks and you're not getting hit, you're dealing more damage, you're causing more status effects, which is slowing down the monster, making it easier to dodge attacks, which means you're dodging attacks and you're not getting hit, which is feeding into dealing more damage. And that, along with something with like Burst, means you're going to be dealing a lot of damage a lot faster. So, all that being said, with where we're at, see, we were told that someone talked to us at Tsuja Peaks, and Kanya wanted to talk at Scarlet Forest. I don't know who Kanya is. Well, I see Tsuja Peaks is the kind of extended thing here. Let's go here first, since this seems to be more just like general next quest stuff, not like story quest stuff. I'm curious about what else the title update may be added in. Oh, it's gonna be more fishing quest, isn't it? I know who you are, actually.
Have you been angling, Fisher Fellow? Actually,
Been
let
trying.
me reel it in. Listen, could you and Alma help me? Seeing as you two are fellows with the Wudwuds. See? I knew I could count on you.
I wasn't expecting like a loaded
The
cutscene.
thing is, my Fisher Wudler, Mastangler.
Okay, I think someone needs to set a limit on you smashing words together.
We can discuss it later. I know Mastangler. Quite a reserved Wudwud. Always out fishing? He and I hit it off from the moment we met. We're best angling buddies.
I believe it.
Lately, his stomach's been doing the talking for him. I hear it growling all the time. My specialties lie in the water, but as a scholar, something seems up. Fish are a central part of the Wudwud's diet. So if a Wudwud is going hungry when he's living that close to a fishing spot, well...
Something must be keeping them from getting food.
Yes, and that something could be a monster.
So I think this might actually be the Mitsune quest, is my guess.
That's why I was hoping you could accompany me to his fishing spot to check it out.
Which is exactly what we're looking for.
If it's you guys, the Wudwuds are a lot less likely to freak out.
All right, well, what are we waiting for?
I'll show you the way. Thanks, Kanya.
Do I have a meal active? Did not mean to switch weapons. Do not think to check anything in regards to my items. I definitely just have like whatever was on me.
How do you communicate with Mastangler if he doesn't talk? When two people drop a line side by side, that's all you need. Any true fisher knows the feeling. Angling transcends words.
I don't think that's true, Kanya. Nice pun there.
Any ideas which monster it could be?
I had my zenny on a Bashaguma, but it isn't adding up. Bashaguma are a pillar of the Scarlet Forest ecosystem, right? So if they're just out there doing their thing, that shouldn't result in a fish shortage.
I see. A doe shaguma.
Rido
yes,
Shaguma.
that. I can't remember the name of anything out of the water.
A real professional. Only as a professional.
Masked Angler should be at his fishing spot around now. He's been fishing around the clock to try and help his people.
We should hurry then. If the monster comes while he's alone...
Flash bug. Nice.
Yeah, that would be bad. Oh, we're nearly there.
Something about the little bit of a piano that we just heard made me think of Breath of the Wild.
Aha!
Well, maybe. I feel like there's got to be one of the new monster hunts added to the game, and not Otashigama.
Masked Angler! You're safe. I was so worried.
Is that the monster that's disturbing your fishing?
No.
No.
Yup.
No.
And yeah, just the bubbles floating on up. This will be a fun one, especially because I'm realizing I just talked about how water attack freeze and dodge. I was in reference to basically the like 2 water attacks I could think of that was in this game for the title line. Not that we are not going to be fighting. Yep, slippy slidey bubbles. Oh wow! First time I almost got hit by something. Well, stay safe, Alma. Very good.
Mizutsume! To ensure the area's safety, the guild authorizes you to hunt the Mizutsume!
On. I forgot I have what should I call it? Going for me. Earplugs. I think between their explosion and earplugs, as long as I don't make any silly slip-ups, this isn't going to be any issue. That doesn't count as a silly slip-up, by the way. I don't think any green. I forget if what happens with later bubble attacks. Traditionally, the red bubbles hurt, other bubbles justify the. There we go, yeah. Healy bubble. Which, don't the bubbles count as water attacks? The water jet you can fire out of his mouth sure does. Ah, dang. Oh, actually, heals inbound, to worry about. That's what I don't want to get hit by. Admittedly, I almost ran right into the attack, so I'm glad I caught myself there. Hopefully get your tail. Oh, I see. The green bubbles are just harder to see in this one. They're looking right now because they're a little more actually bubbly looking. not making our strides on some moves here. There we go. Oh. Really? Really? Okay. I'm like, we should be getting this.
Flaming bubble.
Don't touch the flaming bubble. Yeah. Apparently the bubble's on fire. I just knew the damaging bubble this whole time. I didn't know it was on fire. Oh, I'm just... Sharpen our weapon here in a second. Let's call Vivity. Come on, Vivity. You know, chat, hunts can be relaxing too. Oh, I think. Okay, good. At least we got an explosion. I was off center to where I wanted to be hitting, so still was a slip up ultimately. Somehow exhausted them more than I expected, but not gonna. Good force the mouse here, I guess. Mouse. Gives us time to carve. Not really showing off, I think, the full extent of what this set could really do, because I'm just kind of doing a first time hunt. I'm also not stacking any other, I would say, like solid modifiers that we could do, like demon drug, demon powder stuff. But hopefully it's easy enough to appreciate kind of like how he's getting at it on. Oh, I think over Thunder. That's oh. Let's see if I can get you enough Thunder. There we go. Chase after Vivity. We're not actually trying to play that. It's up. I gotta remember up is the auto happening one, not right. I want to hit right on the D-pad, but right on the D-pad is right on the D-pad just bring this to the weapon spot. Don't actually want okay. Let's get back to chat. side. I think you can hit this side. Well, I'm gonna keep the wounds active, but I can't. No, I think I popped it. Yeah. Wanted to wait for it to then go standing before I did that, but it sort of worked. That was my slip up, chat. Get some sharp claws. Ah. That's on me. See, that was completely unnecessary. If you play back the footage, heals were inbound, and I didn't have to take the risk of launching a heavy slicing pod. Yeah, that's all on me. Sure is, Alma. Oh my god, I don't want to force perspective on that right now. There we go. You actually don't buy Selma. I say as I just get wrecked by a claw attack, but... See, with heals inbound and actually dodging the attack, we're fine. I absolutely did not need to take the damage that I did take the cart. But it happens. But yeah, this was the public home is all we need. We want. Everybody can keep waiting at base camp while I carve these congas. Finishing thoughts on hunt. If you haven't hunted or if you're having trouble hunting the Mizusune, I would recommend don't just stay at their sides. As you can see, the damage you're dealing there is not going to be much at all. I would say focus on tail and kind of like by the shoulders a bit, because when it does the big flip around, it can be a little disorienting, but it's pretty easy, as you can see, to kind of get into some I guess, like, you know, parts where the bubbles aren't going to come right at you all the time, and you're going to deal more damage to the head and shoulders or like the tail. And so you're going to get more dialogue.
Thank you so much for taking care of the Mizusune. Now the Wudwud's fishing spot will be safe, and that means they'll be able to eat.
Fisher fellow, good luck.
I guess the
Another
Scarlet
friend.
Forest monster ecology is even more diverse than we thought.
I'll be sure to make a note of that in my report about Mizusune. We need to do more research on the ecological distribution here. I'm sure we can find a better way for the Mizusune population and Wudwuds to coexist.
I don't know.
Agreed. So,
I feel like
now
it's a
that
little
this
bit of a tricky
investigation is
situation there.
over, what should we do next?
Of course.
Sounds great to me.
No, sure got rewards. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Werner and Suja as well. I'm sure that'll be for the main sort of like hunting hub that they added into the game.
What can I do? Yep.
First, I'd like to not weapon
Anything
armor.
catch your eye?
Let's see where. You guys pass it. Oh, this is not what I was expecting. The Battle Alpha. Huh. Stamina surge. Free meal. I mean, not bad effects for if you want them. I like how so many of these are just like boom, here's 3 in Marathon Runner, boom, here's an Autumn Prolonger, boom, here's 3 in Free Mail, and a decent decoration slot. If you're going for those skills, more power to you. Here we go. Okay. Let's see, aquatic, oil slit ability. Oh, see, no, here's the thing, chat, and here's, let's read the effect. They have tied Bubbly Dance to the prowess. Ooh, that actually brings some interesting restrictions to us, huh? Yeah, so the Prince Major Bubble Blight increases evasion while afflicted with minor Bubble Blight. Can we actually not read that further? How do we... Okay, well first... permanent against the reads or just streams. Okay, I mean that's kind of nice, but... how do I read... I'd like to read a more detailed... prowess. Okay, well... If we need 4... If Bubbly Dance 2 is going to activate when we dodge, so we need 4 pieces of the gear. We're going to have to choose 4 pieces of the gear to go with. Fortunately, I'm seeing that in place of Bubbly Dance, they seem to have put Burst on some of this gear. And even better... Oh, okay, went off of that. For some of this gear, for like, you know, the legs for instance, we lose out on peak performance for a better gem, which is a very good trade-off, I think. Switch this to the legs. Let's see. We're only gonna know by trying. We're only gonna try by doing. I think. Burst 2, only a 1-slot gem. 2 2-slot gems for Burst 1. Look at my gems for a bit. The Vedic Center is definitely not worth a 2-slot in my opinion. Here, you know what? Let's get this going. That's so rough to lose Burst, but I think it might be worth it to gain a 3-slot for it. Let's see. Again, a Vedic Center is not worth it. I'm just to see about like what would aesthetically be a good mixed set of the different styles all together, and what I would personally prefer. Man, that Burst is what's rough. So okay, armor alone would be 1, 2, 4. It'd be 4 into Burst, an armor alone, or I get Burst 3 with those decorations. I might just end up needing to make one of both, like the hood over that. So I think what we're gonna do, switch this, let's switch this, switch this, switch this, and let's switch this to this. Between these sets, I like the decoration slots this gives us. I'm torn about if I would want the extra burst or if I'd want the decoration options, admittedly. But I think, you know, a Vedic Center for the gem slot, I'll take the gem slot. I guess I could give myself another burst here. But the fact that it's a 3 gem slot, I feel like I'll take the 3 gem slot over the 1 burst. Just personally. I guess that'd be one way to recover the burst lost here if you want to take the 2 here. And if you don't have a 3, that'd be good. I think I have a 3 worth it though. I mean, this is just peak performance. I don't personally think peak performance is very good. Yeah, when health is full, you know, attack is up. If you are good at dodging not just all attacks, but all things. Like if you're good at keeping health truly at max the whole time, peak performance is great. If you're doing no hit runs, peak performance is a really good way to just straight up boost attack. As you can see the way I play, chat, I think good at dodging things, and I try not to get hit. I don't run well with peak performance personally. But yeah, so we have our sets though for we'd like to build up there.
What are we making
I
today?
love the mid-stage weapons generally, but I don't think they're gonna replace. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I love these weapons. I like how they look. The only thing is, so let's see. So maximums we can get here, we have 294, 190 water, 50% affinity white, versus currently white with 280 attack, 200 water. Oh, well, wait, 280 attack with 280 water. I've been enjoying the Master Sabers. Let's see, 3, 2, and a 1. 3, 2, and a 1. 294, 15. Actually, chat. The Evening Dusk might be worth it, because that 190 water, essentially what that means is 20 damage of water, 19 damage of water per hit, dividing by 10 for I believe it's dividing by 10 for elemental damage is a pretty solid way of calculating on average that you're going to be dealing to the monsters for that blight buildup. And the water blight, as we talked about, is very good for getting the parts more breakable, which is very helpful, but you don't actually need to worry about the constant buildup as much, especially because there's going to be part of the hunt where most of everything's broken off of the monster, so you're going to get diminishing turns with the water over the course of the hunt. Like, you know, preferably close to the end of the hunt, you want that raw damage to be higher. So actually, as much as I do like the Master Saber's look, I do like Evening Dusk, and let's go ahead and add this to the wish list too. Did use up these symbols from earlier and stuff. Oh, Sickled, I didn't even see... on Sickled Blade. Temporarily increased affinity when infected with Bubble Blight. Ooh, okay, actually this is... Slicked Blade, not Sickled Blade. Slicked Blade is a bit of a game changer, actually. Since we're planning on getting the Bubble Blight set anyway. Being on Bubble Blight... Oh my, Infinity and Wet and 21% when... Oh man. Okay, hold on. So I was already thinking again, like Burst, Bubble Blight, Coalescence, like trying to get Coalescence fit in there is going to be the tricky part. But if we can get the Slicked Blade with the water, that's going to be good. Okay. We got our mission. We know what we're doing. Let's go ahead and also test some other build-up stuff. First off, let me actually use the loadout real quick. But also, let's see. There's a couple of different things I want to sort of experiment with. I need these. I need to make a powder. Where is demon powder? Let's make a few. Oh, I already have some demon powders. That's fine. Wasn't paying attention. Where's the demon powder? Can I? No? It's already filtered. Why am I not seeing these powders? I supposedly made a bunch. Did I have them? Might see demon drug, demon pill. Power charm is there. I'm so confused. Where did my powders go? Where are my powders? Is it an ammo pouch? I'm so... Crafting list. Demon powder. I have 41 in the box. Am I just... How am I not seeing this? Is it an R2 sort of deal? Okay, no, here we go. Okay, hold on. Well, I found them. Hold on. Okay, so... Okay, they were here all along, chat. I'm just... Wow. Okay, I just did not see them. I'm sitting there, I'm like, I know they must be somewhere here. I just was not focused on them at all. Okay. I'm gonna take some armor skin. Don't really care about building up defense that much. Here's what I want to try.
My
Oh.
glasses! I can't believe I lost
You did not
them.
lose your glasses. I took a screenshot of that.
Aren't they on your face?
Oh my gosh.
No, not these. My special glasses. I must have dropped them. Gemma made them for me with some material she got from the stone folk. They were quite stunning. They had stylish frames and crystal clear lenses. Sturdy too. Truly a visionary masterpiece.
Why are we not wearing them?
But now they're gone. So much for my dream of them ending up in a museum one day.
I mean, they still might if somebody finds them.
Any idea where you dropped them?
It must have been while I was out investigating the Scarlet Forest. Come to think of it, there were some Woodwoods around.
Let's see if we can track them down. They might know something.
The apple of her eye. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting to
Right.
find a quest like that. That's pretty funny. Here we go. Is there an optional quest regarding them? No.
Really? Thank you so much.
What?
I'm happy to help anytime.
I just want to see if we happen to come across Mitsune just on the area rather than running a quest for them. I don't know if they can go anywhere else. To be honest there. Okay.
Right.
Not actually replay just an assignment hunt. Oh, I can't? Just...
Hello.
Oh. Can't do that. Okay, well, that changes things, chat.
I'm happy to help anytime.
Dang. We need another Mitsune to show up. Well, I guess we can check in on the Woodwood situation. Got 20 minutes left of eating. Double check the mission info here. Find a Woodwood who's seen her glasses. Okay. Let's see, Bibby, do you know where to go? No. I had the wrong one in the chat. Okay, yeah, Bibby doesn't know where to go. It's just find somebody. Okay, and that's the case. Let me start by going to the Woodwoods. Where are they again? I think up here, right? This is... right, here we go. Woodwood. Oh, I almost had it. There we go. Fast travel. Let's not head to the hideout. Let's see. Is anybody... Thunk, do you know? You're searching for forgottenings? We pick up findings from this river. The water flows. You go to water and do searching there. Okay. What quest with multiple targets is pops up? Oh, I'm not here. Saw the whole settlement's in trouble thing. I like the whole settlement monster thing with the tempered monsters. It feels tricky when like you're trying to do something specific. Search downriver. Can't just tell you to search downriver, huh? Let's go to the river. Let's follow it down. See if we can find something. I don't even mind this area, but we might as well grab as we go. What I'm hoping is that as we followed this like side quest, that another Mizusune is gonna enter the area. I really want to be able to scrap the grass pod, why not? Really want to be able to do more of that hunting and try out more of try out some more stuff as well that involves the damage. Do some different stuff. Is this? What's this? Is this a monster? Ballerina. Okay, that makes sense. We're still looking down. There's a little Ballerina. We don't care about them right now. Looks like this might be. Oh, it's coming downstream. Yep. Sparky red, good things come here. What was it over there said so? They are down a small road at end. Okay. Oh. Oh, yep. We found them.
No mistaking it. Those are definitely my glasses.
Looks like we're trading for your
Looks
gold.
like it went towards its hideout.
What do you suppose this is? It looks quite old.
Edge of the Woodwood hideout. Is that just back here? Yeah, okay. That's a little annoying. I was hoping that there was actually going to be like at least some small encounter. I was kind of hoping with the Mizusune added that maybe a loot drop or something would be involved. Red searchings? I see nothing. You ask other roadwoods. Best time for listening to Forest Plentiful Time. We have big festivizations at night. Come then. Okay, so Night of Plenty. Great. Let us head, or what's... Okay, well, we're in the Evening of Plenty. So we just have to wait till night.
This for that. Next time we swap.
How long does it take to get to night? Let's see. I know we can. That already. No, still evening. We can like rest, but I think resting takes more
I heard from
points
the
now.
others.
Where is? There we go. Rest, time, nighttime. Yeah, 500 points. It is so close to nighttime. I don't know how long it takes for it to be nighttime, but it just feels extra. Come on, Bibbidi. We can just. I don't know. The 18 minutes on food is not worth the 500 points of saving for. We'll probably use up anyway. Is it nighttime right now? It's okay. Evening Plenty. Very pretty. I think Forest Plenty is like the prettiest of the environments for sure. Maybe a little efficient. was hoping to be able to... Really? Not even maybe not. Hold on. We're not doing anything. I want to practice. Let's see if I can jump. There we go. Okay, maybe it takes a second though. Trying to see like how quickly you can scale and move the areas. I kind of miss in Rise being able to sort of make a race out of the movements in that game. Oh, we're at nighttime. Let us
I
head
gathered some
there.
materials too. And check your field pouch.
Let us head out.
My glasses.
You see him, Malma? Up vines are frustration, many more woods there. Oh, yep, sure see that. How am I going up the vines? Okay, not that way. I've definitely been up there before, but don't remember how I got up there before. Is it like climb up around there? Am I thinking of it wrong? Do you know where to go, Rippity? No. It's not this way. I feel like... I don't know if I can get Bibbidi to come around this way, because I think this is the vine entrance. I'm overthinking this. There you go, Bibbidi. I tell you to auto-navigate. Where to go, huh? Some of this part's timed. Is it not up this way? No, I guess it can't be. Okay. I mean, this has the vine up to here. Okay, I see sort of platforms, but it doesn't look like platforms we get to use. Where the heck is this? Is it up here? Can I call... No, I can't call Bibbidi here. There's just like an outside area. Wait, I can climb this, can I? Yep. Okay, there we go. No Bibbidi required. Figured it out. Alrighty. This is cute and fun. Oh, Sassafall. I feel like I know that guy from a previous...
You're here. Good.
Yes, Chomper, I am here. Do you want to do bonfire cooking? I'm just looking to see... I don't think I see... Person... Adam. Let's talk to... Oh. I think we may have encountered a game crash, chat. Oh no. Certainly, yep, we certainly did. Okay, let me just cancel this. I'll get the game relaunch, chat, don't you worry. We'll relaunch this. Okay, relaunching. And as I do, we're going to do an audio check. it's such a bummer. We're like at the end of the quest line. I feel like the game might not have crashed like that if I had just talked to a Woodwood. Taking a certain amount of time to launch. If this is gonna take too long, or if like this is, we'll see if it crashes again. We'll see if there's any continued issues. Again, I'm running no mods. I'm running no mods. It's just the game having trouble. I think like the day one of the title launch, I remember hearing a bunch of people, oh, here we go, talk about issues they were having with the game. Here, let's bring this back. The re-engine. But yeah, so many of my friends that were having issues though had like some kind of, usually kind of like graphical mods or something that were better applied to whatever they were using. I didn't want to deal with any of it because I didn't want to have my game breaking over potentially just like stuff that was going to be more out of my control, or kind of like, not out of my control, but I guess like things that Capcom, like breaking things that Capcom weren't putting in the game. But yeah, I guess we'll see where it landed. We'll see where this lands us. If we're still at nighttime. Oh, there's my kitty yelling. Okay, we're head to Woodwood Hideout. It is so unfortunate, chat. Let's see, hold on. I have a needful kitty at the moment I want to check up on. Just gonna take a minute here. That will be RB. Hello, hello. I've returned. My kitty just want to be tucked in. He is that kind of a boy. Let me... Okay, so we're not going to replay that quest. I'm like, it's evening of plenty still. We could go and do it. I don't want to have us do it. We're not for anything. So for now, no, nighttime aplenty. I don't know. It's the timing would have been good, but I just don't want to have those crash in the game. I feel like we're gonna unlock cooking there, and that'll be good. Let's just go to Suja Peaks. Actually, no, but Bubbly, dang it, that's the thing too. I was really hoping, because they increased the amount needed to make new decorations, and I wanted to make a Bubbly Blight decoration, but that's just not going to be possible. Hello, PS2 Alma. Hello, PS2 burner.
Ah, hey. Let's talk about the Dragon Torch.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Hang on, Olivia's here too. I'll go fetch her, so stay put.
Avis unit. Did Werner send for you? Well, we have an update regarding the Dragon Torch. We had that area sealed off, but the Allharken has given us a troubling report.
Yes. Faint whispers began to reach my ears. At first, I could not identify them, but now the sensations are keen, the stirrings of life.
You don't mean Zoshia?
Unfortunately, we've discovered multiple budding cocoons on site. We removed many of the small ones, but it seems to have had no effect on the majority.
And this is where you say, let's stop the Dragon Torch. So let me remind you. You can't do that. It's an unstudied biological energy source. There's no replacement.
Yes, I'm aware. I had no intention of suggesting that under the
Wow,
circumstances.
Werner has it out for Olivia.
Good. Wait, really?
All right, then why don't you let us check it out?
Yes. Would you be willing to put your faith in us again?
Of course. No one knows what we're up against better than your unit.
As for me, I have merely come to relay what I had heard.
Okay. I feel like this wasn't
I'll make
what I
my
was
own
expecting it to be.
preparations and stand by for your SOS flare. Be careful, Avis unit.
Believe it? I thought we were done with Zoshia.
Oh, I knew we were going to come
We
back.
can't go
Capcom
in
wasn't going to let us
unprepared.
not fight a high-rank
Right.
version.
I'll come find you once I'm ready to go.
I'll be here.
The first cry. I'm excited for more Zoshia fighting, but I first want to figure out. I think there's gotta be. Yeah, like there's a quest up here or something. Oh, Poogie! Oh my gosh, Poogie! Poogie's so important. Oh my god, look how cute he is. Oh, he's napping with the frog. Hold on. How do I enter photo mode? What's... This is so important, chat. Okay, hold on. This is so important, chat. How do I enter photo mode? Which we notice... Photo mode. This is so important. Oh my god. Is there like any... See adjust... Oh, okay, I can... This is so important. Oh. Are you painting that for me, little bud? Oh my god, yes. You're doing good work there, little buddy. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Let's talk to him. Was gonna pet Poogie, but I don't want to disturb their sleep.
I bear glad tidings. The serenity you ushered in has opened the way back to our place of prayer.
Didn't your place of prayer already have a...
Apologies, but what is the place of prayer?
I thought you already had a place of prayer up there.
A site where songs of prayer have been offered since ages past. It was rendered inaccessible after the downfall of Wyveria. But thanks to you, we have rebuilt.
They kept talking about their place of prayer, and I thought it was just like a... Like this spot, basically.
Having conferred with your comrades, the All-Harken has decided to make it a place of cultural exchange.
Okay, yeah. So I was ready to talk to this guy. This is where I was
I
going for.
urge you to visit. You will
Yeah, that's
find
the
it on
spot.
path
Okay.
from
Oh,
the
okay, yes. That was like the
back
place of prayer. I guess I didn't realize I didn't have access to it. I thought like that literally, they literally meant that spot. Yeah, the Grand Hub. Okay. We are gonna go check out the Grand Hub. You have a...
I heard you were able to resolve the situation at the Ice Shard Cliffs for us, Hunter.
Oh, I didn't realize I didn't talk to you after I did that.
We found two monsters clashing there. They were in quite a frenzy.
That's a little while ago.
The scale and severity of their effect on the surrounding area was clear, but it's dealt with.
I see. That's a relief. Thank you. We still struggle to understand just how hunting such monsters ties to harmonious coexistence.
You shouldn't, though.
But that's something for us to keep pondering. For now, I can at least get some proper sleep again. It's not much of a reward for your work, but I'd like to continue to help even more where I can. If there
Reward
are
enough
any
for
materials
me.
you need, feel free to ask anytime.
Nice. Okay. And we got these cute little chicks. Little burb. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you, man. Move to ground. Move the Grand Hub. Neat. Guessing it at night is going to be a little bit different than had I come here in like the morning, where it's all more lit up. But I like the nighttime look. Very night market, very peaceful.
This is wonderful! To think a place of such rich history would become a grand hub.
You look, Sprig,
It's a
you look
place
so...
for us to share our cultures, for East and West to take their first steps together.
Let us take a look around, Sprig.
Yeah, let's make the rounds.
Our preserve facility you'll need for hunt is also special entertainment that can only be found on the hub. You look around on the map. The squad information counter has been relocated. Okay, yeah, that's good stuff.
Dehena Jane, Baruhimunade.
I like that people have like more in-universe language stuff. At least like in the in-game chat thing. Here's a bulletin board where you can view announcements. Oh, this is okay. I see. Free challenge quests, ongoing past results. Shagmon of the Hollow. This is what I'm talking about, chat. Minute and 3 seconds with the insect glaive. Well, I'm seeing a pattern here. I don't see myself making that minute time, but if I can get up here, that would be fun. That's the kind of things I think are fun. Also, the arena quests. Let's do an arena quest actually. Chatacabra, I mean it, or I guess this isn't selecting to do it. Wait, 17 seconds with the greatsword and hunting horn. How? Unless the arena's not set. I'm going off the assumption that the arenas are like you have you select a build, like you don't get to bring your own stuff in there. If you can bring your own stuff in there, that 17 seconds makes some sense. But if you can take down the Chatacabra in 17 seconds with a constructed build, it's pretty interesting. Love to kind of like delve more into that as well. Let's see, provisional stockpile. Just to see how big this area is. It's actually pretty cool looking. Okay, I can actually sit at the table. Oh my gosh. I was so mad we couldn't sit at benches. Let's see, toast and drink. Wave mug. And just stand up. Okay. arm wrestling barrel. No one's gonna arm wrestle me. Got nobody in, but that's so important. I like that everybody's here and we got like the fun things back. There's something up there. Oh yeah, we can come up this way. Who are you? Barrel bowling. I don't think I knew about this. It's a game where you have a grand old time rolling some barrels. I love your hat. You can now play barrel bowling minigame Grand Hub. Roll the special bowling barrel down the hill towards the aim and pins a score. You get a voucher to play. 10 vouchers. Let's play barrel bowling. Let's roll. Play. Yeah. How do we play? First roll. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty oppo. This was big fancy map or something. Okay. Okay. Second roll. We could do better though. That was not better. But oh, maybe it was better than I thought. All right. I like the barrel bowling. That's gonna be something fun to do. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, these are some good rewards. I'd like to just play again, honestly. I love y'all's hat. Rolly. Thanks for trying out barrel bowling. Here's a little present from me. Be sure to wear pin it next time you play. Okay. I mean, is that gonna affect play? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna... I'll look at the pendant in a second. For now, let's roll again. I want to see if I can't do a better job rolling overall. I think I was off by a little bit, but I think that'll still be good enough. Yeah, to make it... Okay, not as good as I was hoping, but... Okay, second roll. Here we go. Hopefully, this goes the way I'm thinking. Can we get it to go over? Not over there. Dang. Okay. Let's see. Okay. A respectable effort, I would like to think, but definitely could have done a lot better. Some Dust of Lives. Okay, sure. Hold on, one more time. The only downside is this requires vouchers, not just Zenny. I would, no joke, chat. I would spend the Zenny to just figure this mini game out a bit more. Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay, no, that was bad. Okay, but if I go this way. Okay, second roll. Is that angle too sharp? Yeah, that angle's too sharp. Dang, okay. Man. Okay. I won't keep us here forever. I'll go do something else. I legitimately have a lot of fun with the barrel bowling though. I also can't wait to my next spin, my guy. Can we jump down here? No? Let's see what's over here. Oh, we can probably climb up here. Yep. That's fun. What kind of secret might be hiding up here, or just fun thing? Oh. Huh. Is there like a... I don't know if I'd be able to make the jump to on top of there. Doesn't seem like it, but... No, okay. I was like, we'll try it out. want to explore out there some more. I feel like they're not gonna place this stuff here if there's nothing fun to discover. Even if it's not like an item or something, you know, we're gonna have something that's gonna be like fun to discover at least, and I would love to find whatever that is. Or here, actually, I do have like a whole map here. Okay. So can confirmed, planned area out. Interesting. Actually, getting a look at the whole area is pretty good. I know I don't think that area is accessible from my understanding. Yeah, just this area, but it's kind of cool to get to see the whole vista. It looks really good. It looks gorgeous, actually. Don't want to downplay it. I wonder... Can't climb. Was there an item to pick up? Okay, ancient wyvern coin. Can't climb the waterfalls, but I did see another waterfall. See, we got a coin here. No coins here. Guys, bummed I can't jump in here. Is it fishing? Looks like it might be a new fishing spot. Yeah, definitely a new fishing spot. Okay. But I want to figure out Cardo. Here we go, arena quest. Repetition proceeds, you ready to touch skills in the arena. You can attempt certain quests online, compete worldwide, fast completion time, receive rewards based on performance. There are restrictions, arena quests, free challenge quests. Okay. Did not read that, but let's see, post-join arena quest. Let's see, what's challenge quest though? The Destructum has the challenge quest. That would be free challenge quest, or no free challenge quest. Okay, so Pinnacle Chada, coins, Rathian coin. So let's, okay, arena, Chatakarba. Let's go ahead and quick start this. Yes, okay, this is what I'm talking about. So you do choose a preset, and this somehow, someone managed to just decimate the Chatakarba with a greatsword. I don't know that I know greatsword enough to do that, but I'm tempted to try. But I'm trying to see here what. Evasion, move speed up, echo bubble. It's all mostly the hope set. They got a trap, but no way to down it from there. Brina, Chilis 2, be able to status them would be good. Shogama mail. Get burst. Burst 3. No talisman. Maximite resentment. Maximum might. Which with stamina full. I'm trying to put the pieces together, chat. I'm thinking of that time we saw on the board. I'm trying to put the pieces together. Maximum might. I don't think we're getting anything with Hunting Horn fast enough that's going to do it, but maybe that's me not thinking through it enough. I'm gonna stick to our strengths. These were the first attempts of the Chatakarba. Let's try it out. We're not gonna get on the board with this, I don't think. Just burst 3 with the Fachales is not, I don't think, going to get us what we need. Here, okay, no supply items. jump down. Okay, whatever. We're definitely not getting it now, chat. I was just thinking, like, actually, with if we got a one thing I did not do at all just now would be if we had jumped off of the sacred midair to be able to land on top, get some hits in. That could be something. Oh, missed. Dang. This is like the chillest hunt though. Again, I'm like, I can't get my mind off of that greatsword record. I think I'm definitely gonna have to practice greatsword for this. Also how small they are. I'm realizing that another thing that's going to play into this is some of my dodging. I'm like getting a little bit out of the way. And I feel like I could do smaller steps to be able to get more hits in. Don't even need the Mending Mantle, to be honest. I just kind of did it because we had a moment, and I'd rather use it to get to full and recover some of these hits to take some riskier hits than not. Getting that tongue. We're getting some good damage. Strides. Man, okay. There we go. This is going to be something I'm already foreseeing. I'm going to spend a lot of hours trying to perfect movements for these builds, for this hunt. But I will say, I've thought about, I mentioned this at the beginning, I think, early on in the game, that I feel like they were purposefully giving us stronger status effects in this game, as opposed to some of the other games. And I think, to me, this sort of proves it. Because I feel like they're kind of showing off there, kind of showcasing to the player the usefulness of paralysis with dual blades there. Not to the most extreme. I feel like, you know, weren't able to like pop off a bit. Okay, 5 minutes. 8, yeah, so not an A rank at the least. There's definitely a lot of slip-ups in terms of movements that we made. I also feel like, wait, changed new item power charm? Wait, you know, what about power charm? We already have a power charm. Hold on. I almost just overlooked that. Hold on, did we get a second power charm? Why do we have a second power charm? Where's our inboxes? Hold on. There's no way we got a second power charm. Are we gonna be able to craft the stronger version? We must, right? That's what that means, right? Assuming this, yeah, one of the bounties was completing an arena quest. Yeah, cool. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna have to practice some of the other weapons. Here's what I'm thinking. Because, looking back over, I can't see all the... Oh, I can see what I did, though. I haven't really put a light bow gun. But I'm thinking about what I did and didn't do in this hunt. The dual blades are only going to output damage so fast. I feel like the light bow gun, like swapping to the light bow gun at some point in the hunt, or maybe starting with the light bow gun and the start of the hunt, might be a faster way of getting it to go. Like the seconds you lose swapping weapons will be worth it, is going to be my hypothesis, but I need to try that more. Let's try the Rathian. Let's see. This is not a bad one overall. Let's see, we got not good enough with these things. Paretic Guard Lance and Shell Gumbert. Interesting. What do they have? Crit status and Paralyzer. They don't have anything. We got Part Breaker, Evade Window. Part Breaker and Evade Window. How to view items before? Oh, with and without support. I didn't even realize we could do a support hunter. Oh no, no, wait, that was it. We do have a large barrel bomb with Bombardier. 780. We're mostly going to be in yellow. But Stamina, Thief, and Charge time up automatically. Guard 2. Oh, with Sleep. I'm seeing the vision. I don't know if it's a good vision. But let's try it out. And first things first, I am going to try to actually properly get... I want to jump down. Let's see. Fence is ready for use. It sure is, but can I? Oh, I completely overshot. Can I get out? Oh, we're like not... Get the tail whip. Now we get that tail whip. Got. Oh. Oh. Get it knocked down. Gotta get out of the way. chat. Let's take a Mega Potion. Okay, I think had an alright plan. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just break some face. I want to get these hidden. There we go. Let's see. Can I remember all my movesets? There we go. Yeah. Yeah, not worth the trade. Okay, let's swap weapons again. Vividity. There we go. This is what I want. Let's get back here. Let's get some more wounds distributed. Let's get up top. Let's back up. Back up. There we go. We can make, there we go. Let's get this tail, oh dang it. Okay, let's get head smash. Break that down. You don't need anything in the way of that. Love if we could get. Yeah, there we go. Got you to stutter and oops, slumber. Okay, I got some more hits in. Let me get a swap weapon again. We don't have blunt on this. Okay, don't need it to be perfect. And I messed up. Great. I hope we all saw the vision chat, even though I messed up. Oh man, that feels bad. Feels so bad. I'm like so bummed for the rest of this hunt. I wasn't going to be making any records anyway, but I'm like, oh man. I went from like at least thinking like, oh man, we're on a roll. We're just going to be high damage numbers in, and then I'll be able to get all these things going for us. And I'm like, oh no. Everything's lost. Charge. Oh, what's that? Didn't actually, no, I don't need to do that. I want to call Bibbidi, actually. So I think, with how exhausted they are, we'll stick the hammer. Can I mount it? No, I'm not getting mount. I think swapping the sword and shield would be the faster play at this point in the hunt, for sure. But for the sake of just like getting some more big hits in, ooh, get out of the way there. There we go. Yeah, that spot's gonna be way easier to hit. With Sword and Shield. Oh, we got it though. Chug-a-lug. There we go. Oh. Okay, yeah, on Bibbidi. Come fetch us real quick. Let's go this direction. Let's drink a potion. Swap weapons. Give me the rock first. We didn't actually swap weapons. I was like ready to try to jump, sharpen them and jump off, but I'm like, oh man, I should have gone for the block. Oh wow, really? we got toe touched. Oh man, this is a mess. Well, I'm hoping that this messy start to these hunts will be able to make way for some solid improvements once we get more practice. I think it's like these, again, I'm like trying to find the balance for where, like what these different weapon sets can do. It's like we're gonna get more wounds, like, made faster with the sword and shield in most other parts of the body. Putting it to sleep is going to be helpful when it comes to both using the Bombardier, but the Bombardier could probably be more strategic. I went for the face because it does a lot of damage, but I'm thinking now actually that maybe using the Bombardier to break some parts maybe would have been the better play there. Fun to try out. Let's see, what are these challenge quests? The Dashagama. Okay, so then these are also the same thing. So, right, so this is the set. I am awful with... Oh, I see why this is the set. Okay, I'm awful with, I'm gonna have to practice, the bug, Insect Glaive. I was like, oh, poison, that'd be really helpful, actually. Yeah, that's probably something that helps. And now I'm looking at how they give us 4A3. 4A3 and peak performance Insect Glaive with Insect Glaive. Yeah, no, that'd do it. Critical status of poison duration. Yeah. I started the stream talking about how good 4A was in poison build-up. Yeah, I just gotta get good at Insect Glaive. Oh boy, I saw some people come in with the Hope Bow to start. I'm sure that could be helpful. Oh, I just need to learn. I need to learn this. Okay, hold on. We're gonna try it. I don't know what I'm doing. We're not setting a record at all today, chat. This has turned into let's see dev try and do some of these things for the fun of it. Okay, I think right? Okay, hold on. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Doing a great job already. Alright. Okay. Okay, bug go. Okay, hold on. I feel like... I saw a white there for a second. I'm getting smacked around. Oh. Wait. Hey, my bug. I gotta heal for a second. Hopefully I can heal without them trying to... Okay, if I... Okay, well that helped is like a thing. I got myself into the air. This is how little I know. If you all were thinking like, oh, surely you're gonna do pretty well. Like you have a blue sharpness thing for you, is great. If weapon familiarity, if anybody could demonstrate how important weapon familiarity in practice is over everything else, I think this is maybe showcasing that. Okay, well, I missed. Can you go back and hit that? No? Okay. I might just retire from this quest. I don't think this is going to be showcasing anything other than my ability to sort of dodge some attacks, and again, just not being... Okay, I can back up that attack, which is helpful against the shotgun. Okay, so I can... Oh, that's not what I'm doing. Okay. Can I get it go? Smack and get its... beetle him. I think there's a way to get airborne. There's gotta be. Or at least tiring them out. Okay, we got... Is this thing It was a big attack. We're not like immune during it though. Okay, hold on. on. I'm gonna call it. How do I? There we go. Return from quest. Let's call it there, chat. Oh, I think I've made it very clear that I don't understand Insect Glaive. I need to get better at that. That is the way to go. I feel like, again, that Insect Glaive, for time-wise, is the way to go. I just need to be able to use it, and I just can't. I think, again, I made that very clear. It's rough.
Yes.
Oh, Mata, we have another quest marm. Do we have Mitsune?
See you again, Hunter.
That's what I've been... Oh, the Groundhog's got their own thing. That's nice. No, Mitsune. Okay. Ah, it's rough, chat. Okay. But, yeah, I think with that... Well, actually, let's check,
Come on over.
check the smithy. Look, probably would have. I've traveled a long time. Every so often, I stumble on a hunter with eyes like yours. Legend. Huh. Is he the Bavarian Smith from another game? Wait, the name's Legend. Doesn't call me the Myth of Legend. Ho ho, just pulling your leg. Interesting. I just want to see if like anything was unlocked from that. Okay, like the Guild Cross and the Clerk. The Guild Cross outfit looks kind of cool. Okay, yeah, so this is where like the Pinnacle coins and Chata coins give you windproof, earplugs. It's an alright set. The Clerk set, oh my gosh. It's kind of funny. Palico Rally. Powers up Palicos. Interesting. Survival Expert, Palico Rally. That'd be a really funny challenge, actually. I kind of want to do... Okay, what do we need for this? We need Rathian coins, Shadow coins, Pinnacle coins. This might be a funny chill challenge video idea someday. Chat, we might do a Palico Rally build where we buff up our Palico as much as we can, and we wear the outfit, and we just like survive around the hunt and have them do the whole hunt. I would not do it a high rank hunt with that set though. I'm gonna be real, I would not do that. Let's see, I don't think any new weapons would have been unlocked from that, but maybe like a fun one, at least not for dual blades. Yeah, we don't get anything fun. Greatsword has a fish. Yeah, we got a spear tuna. Oh, that actually, that reminds me. I think, yeah, for now I think we might call it for today's playing. And come back to this for at least the arena quest, maybe not the challenges that chat. I'm gonna practice the chat up, but that might just be more of on my own thing. But the, what was I gonna say? Oh right, so the builds. I forgot to go over this entirely because of how unfortunately forgettable it was. I don't even know if I have a build saved still. Let's see. Not Anja. Yeah, I don't even have it saved. I don't think I was what I was working with. What I was testing out was Thunder Element. And what I was hoping for, and what is so disappointing, what is so depressing about it, is so in Rise, and I believe previous games, though I'm recognizing there's some things from previous games that came over to this one that weren't in Rise, but that being said, what I was hoping to build out was a Thunder Element build-up that would allow for a fast Thunder build-up and stunning. And for like Sword and Shield, that worked, but I was hoping for like a Greatsword build that could allow for some faster Thunder buildup. And the unfortunate thing is the Thunder buildup worked. Again, the buildup is very forgiving in this game, especially with a lot of the Greatsword counters, or not a lot of, but with the Greatsword counter they added in this one, being able to flop over monsters deal a lot of thunder element damage that way. It was very good, very friendly towards Greatsword players. I love it. Glad they had those things. And so I had in my mind, I'm going to do a Thunder Greatsword build. It's going to be great. We're going to like smack around monsters and get a head smack in and get a faux hammer like stun off of the monsters to focus on specific part cutting and stuff with the Greatsword. That'll be great. But it wasn't working and I couldn't figure out why. Because the Thunder build-up seemed to be active, but like why wasn't it getting the stun? And then I found out, and maybe it was my mistake from the beginning to ever think this wasn't the case, but you do need the hit on the monster's head once Thunder is active to be a blunt type hit. Which means the Greatsword hit's never going to be the blunt hit, so you're not going to be able to activate the effect. So Sword and Shield it worked because you can do a shield smack into the head and stun them pretty easily. But as we covered, you know, there isn't much of a reason to focus on that with Sword and Shield when you can do a Poison Foray build, a Sword and Shield. All that being said is, I was really hopeful that the Thunder element was going to be a bigger deal than it actually ended up being. Yeah, it's an unfortunate reality, is that I think Thunder's not awful, but like some of the other elements, the way the game works, I kind of feel like it's weird how how they've balanced things to both. So much of the balance of this game, it's on some ways it's favorable to the player. There's a lot more that one can do with like any build basically, but in doing that they sort of made it like a lot of the specific really good builds sort of just okay. Which each their own. I don't know what element absorption is, by the way. I was just looking at this because I was like, wait, what's... I'm not going to be able to submenu. Oh, right. That's... okay. Yeah. Element absorption. That's pretty cool. What was I here? Palico equipment. This is what I want to look at. Because... oh, right. I did want to make... oh, right. I want to make these, but I don't know the Hunter Simples. But, thinking of the Palico Rally set made me think of these guys. Oh, he could be a Frogman. Okay, the Suja Tactiles might come in clutch for the Frogman set. Yeah, I could do like the Death Stench. I haven't looked at if they fixed the blunt weapon situation. Should do that. The main thing is, so thinking about head stuns, I usually prefer the Phalanx to have the blunt damage in games, because from my experience, the times that they will sever a tail or sever a part versus the times that a blunt hit from them would give me a stun, I'll take the possibility of a stun over the tail severing help, basically. But I found out that at least since launch, and I haven't looked into, or don't believe in the title update, I saw this on the list of bug fixes, but I don't think their blunt damage is doing everything it's supposed to do. Like, it doesn't actually add up to that stun effect, which it's supposed to. So it kind of, it's just sad. It's oh yeah, like this would be nice. Let's see, I could make them... oh, that's 38 defense. Yeah, it's not really worth it. Also 40 attack as opposed to... yeah, not gonna worry about it. I think we only had a couple of hunts, but admittedly it's because the main thing... oh, Tempered Arkfeld. Let me create a... no, again, dang it. Save investigation. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Some Rarity 7 will mean 8 Ardian parts. But not what I want. Not what I want, chat. But yeah, I'm gonna have to play some more. It's actually, before I go, I want to talk a bit about... Ooh, don't mind if people are busy. I want to talk a bit more about what I want to be doing in some future streams coming up and some things to expect, but I feel like I might as well. Let's see, I might as well finish the challenge quest if I can. Let's see, is there a set that I'm confident in I can like do? Let's see, a fire and poison. We'll just do Greatsword, why not? We'll have fun with it. I think this is the fastest one anyway, I just don't... Or no, the fastest one. This was the, this is the 4A one. Yeah, we're not gonna figure that out. We gotta have fun with the chat. This is I'm gonna chill and talk about some stream things while I, do this. But, let's see. Jump down, there we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. Seems like I'm gonna get the chance to stream a lot more this week. So I just want to say, be ready for a lot more to a lot more streams. I'm gonna be playing more Monster Hunter. I think what I want to try to do for the Monster Hunter streams is again, I want to try and get the Mitsune, at least the Mitsune hunt saved or something. I want to figure out finding an optional quest for that. Because I think that'll be important. Also, don't expect some ace greatsword hunting. But yeah, I want to get... dodge. I want to be able to get something saved so we can grind out some Mitsune hunts. I will say another reason I want to get something saved is I do want to try and get some more interactive hunts going. I think it'd be fun on some saved hunts for a lot of material hunts that I have saved, for things that people might need or might want to join in on being able to have a hunt, be able to do a hunt that be able to do a hunt with folks rather than just have it be something that I'm doing for materials. Stay there, actually. There we go. Move. Okay, we're just gonna hit this head, either fall off or get the hit. I think I have to time the block. No, it's just a block. Okay. I somehow did the thing I was trying to figure out doing. But it's gonna be so real, I don't remember exactly how to do all the greatsword stuff. Okay, that's what it is. It's gold. Okay, yeah, it's hidden gold when they're charging at you. Okay, can I? Oh, no, that was... Nah, that's not gonna work. He's ran me right into the attack there, but... Oh, we have an evasion mantle. Wow, okay, let me just do that. There we go. Almost prefer a medic mantle, but... thought I was gonna have enough distance there. Might not finish this shot on time, just because I'm just bad at these other weapons. What's the other weapon? Oh, hunting horn. That's what they gave me for this. I haven't actually done too much with the hunting horn. Oh man. I was like, we're down. Come on, Bibity. I need you to work with me here. Okay. We just gotta take off the suit. Then we gotta heal up. These are first aid meds. Do we have... Okay, we have a rock burst. Let me grab that. It's all about just finishing the hunt at this point. But yeah, so... more Monster Hunter for sure. That might not be tomorrow. Some other things I want to be able to do that I want people to look forward to is we are going to be finishing up, at the very least, the oh, should not have done that attack. Ah, there we go. But yeah, we're finishing up the Phantasy Star Zero Newman quest line. We're gonna... Come on, Bibity. We're gonna finish the Newman quest line. We are going to, of course, do more hunting, as I mentioned. But also have a couple other games on the list. This. Nope. I think we're gonna faint again because I'm not. I'm so bad at this chat. Okay, I mean, I don't want. Okay, I don't want my. Actually, this is taking me so long to do. Slash, also, I'm like, I can't. I want to be able to talk about the streaming schedule. Doing one of these challenges. I know I can multitask, chat. I know I can multitask. I just gotta do with a weapon that I actually am more familiar with, unfortunately. Let's do Rathian one again, probably. We'll just like... Might as well go for the jump things. Okay. For reals this time. When you talk to your friends about what you like about the stream, be like, wow, what I really like is when he backs out of 2 arena quests because of the speed is taking. No, it's kid. Let's see. Ooh, can I get this? No. But yeah, other games in the store that I have. See, I'm not gonna think too hard with all this chat. But let's see. We got Pokemon. Either Mariomon actually. I want to do Mariomon. I want to do Pokemon TV types, and I want to do a Nuzlocke of some kind. I'm open to what game the Nuzlocke would be. Actually, we take a minute to, let's see, it's actually got one here, one here. Jeez, instead of just on my head, hoping is I got the wings. I got the blocking fast enough. Probably going on a heal. Then I see I'm wounded on the head, or on the side. Let's see about getting. There we go. That down. That down. But yeah, I want to do Nuzlocke of some kind. I'm not going to do all the Pokemon all at once, but the means I want to try to do some kind of Nuzlocke for funsies, and it felt like a good time to do it. I thought, why not on stream? Made a gamble on where the head was going to be facing. But I'm not sure. I feel like I might do Mariomon first because if you're not familiar, that fan ROM hack just came out. I haven't played it at all. That was a mighty hit we took too. Oh, let's get out of the way. And I like my Pokemon ROM hacks. I think it'd be a fun time. I'm trying to do this hit. Things I want to do. Ah, I thought I would get out of the way. I'll lose time to need to heal up, but it's so important that we do. Wasting all of our mega potions, but there. What were we talking about? ROM hacks. Like me a Pokemon ROM hack. I've only seen Mariamon up to like the one Alpharad video of it, and a little bit of gameplay. Otherwise, for the April Fool's thing, people were trying to complete it. So I'm looking forward to basically a blind playthrough of that, but for doing the Mariamon, I wouldn't want that to be the Nuzlocke. And same would be for like Too Many Types. I just feel like Too Many Types is fun. You can just have like a lot of fun with it. Oh, what do we got? Oh, this is what I'm talking about sleep controlling the pace of the hunt. It's like, I just got to completely just like switch weapons, sharpen. If I needed to heal, I could have healed. I'll switch back Sword and Shield in part because I want to see if I can. Oh, okay, I can get on top. But yeah, so those things to look forward to this week. Monster Hunter, Phantasy Star, Pokemon. I think those will be fun things to do. Do you want to still get back to some other things like Dragon's Dogma 2? But I feel like just waiting for now for getting back into that. At least I think getting more stuff done for Monster Hunter, I think, first and foremost. And yeah. With that, think about covers. Just wanted to go over some basic build stuff. As a reminder for anybody before, if you wanted to race me to it.
Come on over.
Actually, let's go ahead and take a look. So, less of a fine finished finale, I guess. Oh, wide range earrings, that's pretty nice. But, let's see, so we wanted to have Bubbly Dance 2 requires 4 pieces. Hypothetically, let's say we throw these on. And then, or at least, gonna want to throw the Goron for a Coalescence, though. See, the thing, here's the thing. Coalescence is a skill. So far, I'm only seeing 1 point on the Gore Helm. Unless I'm missing it off of another set, or there's one that I have yet to unlock. That's, I feel like, it's an important bit here. That I feel like there's going to be some decorations to give you Coalescence, and that's going to be a key for that dynamic of a set. Also, it's so sad seeing Heartbreaker 2 Flare 1 on the Garden Arc build, in my opinion. I guess this is better, Heartbreaker 1, because Heartbreaker's great, Flares, as we talked about, is not great. I don't know, it's some... I really want them to fix... I really need them to fix Flare, realistically. But, how can I say? Let's see, I feel like this is so sad. No, we looked at all the decorations. Anyway.
Leaving already?
But yeah, so Mizusune set, gonna be trying to work towards that. In fact, again, before I'm done, I'm just like, is there anybody in the area? No, of course not. But yeah, this Tempered Arc World, for instance, I'm not sure if anybody's looking for Ardean weapons, but I'll save that to do on stream. Probably won't be tomorrow, but tomorrow we'll be streaming. I'm anticipating tomorrow's going to be PS0. And here, let me get a better spot here, and I can join in on the talk. And how about go ahead and hello. I've been here the whole time. Yeah, so yeah, I think what we're probably gonna do tomorrow is Final Star Zero. If anything changes, I'm gonna late tonight play some more Monster Hunter just on my own, see if I can't unlock more stuff, do some more of those like side questing things. If I get some Mizusune hunts saved, if I'm able to do that, then we'll switch to that, and I'll probably play that on stream. I want to be able to give people a chance to join me in getting those parts too. I think that would be fun. And whenever we do hunt next, it's going to be getting Mizusune parts. It's going to be, if I haven't finished it, continuing the, I guess, updated high rank content. And it's going to be finding other things to bounce Bubbly Dance off of, other than Coalescence. If anything else could apply, either as an additive effect directly from a consequence of being bladed, or just other like fun damage bonuses that would be really good, specifically with dual blades. But I'm going to try to do some other weapon practices. And oh, that's the other big thing actually. One Monster Hunter, like one session Monster Hunter, is going to be getting Mizusune parts, and or focusing on the build stuff and just getting some hunts in. One session is going to be me getting good at Insect Glaive, because I want a second hand at some of those arena quests. I think if people join in and want some help with the hunts, that'll be something I do. But I think if people aren't looking for hunting help, then we're going to be doing some arena time trials in earnest. Not just me meandering about in them, just kind of like checking them out and trying out the weapons on them. It'll be like, oh no, we got speedrun strats going. off of this. So anyway, that'll be the next Monster Hunter. That will be, I'm gonna say, probably Thursday. Just going off the top of my head, it'll probably be Thursday. Tomorrow will probably be Phantasy Star Zero. If not Phantasy Star Zero for any reason, we're not doing that. I'll probably start Mariamon. Then, or one of the other Pokemon like things. I feel like I want to play a fun ROM hack of Pokemon or a Nuzlocke. I just feel like I've been wanting to replay a Pokemon, and it's been a while since I played a ROM hack of it. The Mariamon is exciting because it just came out. And yeah, and then besides those, someday this week I might, related to my, I guess, Monster Hunter Road to Learning Insect Glaive, might try some Dead by Daylight Road to Being a Competent Killer. We'll see how that goes. But in any case, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. I hope that the information I shared has been helpful. I hope that it has been an enjoyable time getting to watch and talk Monster Hunter. And I hope if your day is continuing on, I hope you have a good day. If it's later for you, I hope you have a good evening. And I will see you next time. And we've moved to the end slate. I haven't done talking yet, but I wanted to switch things up a little bit and kind of finish up some of the talking then, and then continue some of the talking here at the end slate here. Just some like last minute thoughts or last kind of thoughts, you know, not just on the stream schedule for this week, but also just in general thoughts. I didn't even talk about the Nintendo Direct. I was gonna bring that up earlier, but I feel like I've been thinking about Monster Hunter so much. I feel like there's so much going on with the pricing that I'm not too worried about it. But I am looking forward to the upgrades for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I want to talk more about Zelda at some point. I don't have a capture card, so unfortunately won't be seeing me play Zelda, or at least those Zeldas on stream. Might do another randomizer of Ocarina of Time, but that'll be a story for another day, or maybe later this week even, I don't know. Playing this week some Up by Ear, I don't know if you could tell. I want to try to have a bit of a focus. If I do think of like a solid plan for tomorrow, I'll definitely post that later on Blue Sky. And yeah. Thank you for sticking around with me here. And again, hope you have a great day.